Hello, it is day 3 and it's 1:08 in the afternoon. I just started making a video, but I had to go grab this little guy that I babysit because he was crying. Um, and so it stopped. So I'm just going to start over. Today has been rough. I'll start with last night. Last night I went to bed with a horrible headache, TMJ headache, like my right eye, my right jaw, all the way down, and my neck and shoulders hurt so bad. Anyway, it took me like an hour to even get close to falling asleep, and I couldn't. So I ended up having to get this heating pad and put it on, and that was such a saving grace. So if you are about to start a juice cleanse, I would recommend having one of those. If you're if your symptoms happen to be similar, getting one of those ahead of time, it made all the difference. So I kind of just slept with that on me. Um, my sleep was super, super bad. I kept getting woken up. Um, my dreams were really weird, so I couldn't really sleep well. And my dreams were all about food. So I had a dream like that I was eating this pizza. We were in this like hunting lodge, and my husband was there, and we were with another couple. And for some reason, I was like sneaking away to get pizza because I didn't want my husband to know. So at the end of the dream, somehow it's like I'm in this car with these people, and there's like pizza boxes and like a 2 liter of Pepsi, and I'm trying to pretend I didn't have it because he knows I'm on a juice cleanse in my dream. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And I don't know if he believed me or not. I don't know what happened, but the point is, it was weird. And then not only that, but it was weird because when I had the pizza, like I opened the box to eat it. And in my mind, I was like, in my dream, I was juice cleansing too. So it would be just like real life if I got a pizza. But I opened it up and it was like gross. Like the cheese was weird on it. The pepperoni was weird. Like it didn't even look good, but I needed it so bad in my mind that I ate it anyway. Right. And then, so I don't know if it actually tasted good. I don't think it did. I think it was more like I just wanted that feeling of having pizza. Um, oops. Yeah. One day, like, I don't have any energy to do anything for myself. So I'm sorry for how I've looked in every single video so far. Um, uh, so yeah, I had that dream. And then at the same hunting lodge, Taylor Swift came in and she had made this like blueberry cake. And it was amazing. And she wanted me to eat it with her. And I was like, okay. So I scarfed it down and then I woke up. So, but just like multiple times throughout the night. So it's kind of like this dream lasted all night, but it was just weird. Um, anyway, and the other weird thing that happened was as I was trying to fall asleep, I was kind of like, I wasn't myself, I was kind of like, um, I don't know, reality was just weird. And so as I was laying there, it's not like I was thinking about this. I just like couldn't really put where things in my body were. I was like really nauseous and really tired and really out of it. But it like I had the sensation of like when I thought of my feet, it was like they were on my knees, and that was really weird. It was like my toes were like coming out of my knees. Anyway, that sounds creepy, and it is creepy, and nothing like that's ever happened to me before. But it was just weird. So I started to panic in bed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should stop. I'm dying. Like I'm starting to die, and these are my thoughts because I can't think. Anyway, I didn't die. I'm still here. Um, the weird thing about last night, though, that I just thought of is when I was going to bed, I didn't. I gotta fix my hair. I didn't think about food last night. Like I wasn't thinking I'm gonna run to the kitchen and eat. I was just thinking tomorrow. I think I'm gonna quit. Like so that made me feel better. I mean, it wasn't this like immediate Pizza Hut's still open. Like I'm going right. Um, anyway, but then so my husband's alarm went off at 3 in the morning, and so I got woken up by that. And then, he was loud in the kitchen. So I was awake by that, which is fine, whatever. But I'm just trying to say how horrible my sleep was. So, and then I had to set an alarm for 7:15 because I babysit for this little guy here. And his parents drop him off. So I had to get ready for that. So when my alarm went off, I was so depressed. Um, and it wasn't like, oh, I just need 30 more minutes or just give me a little more sleep. It was just like, oh, I'm still here. Like, I'm still juicing. And what do I have to look forward to today? Like, can I just sleep for 19 days? It was more of that feeling than anything else. So different than the normal, I'm like, oh, just 10 more minutes and I'll be happy as can be thing. So, um, anyway, I got up and I made a big lemon and ginger water. like fresh lemon, fresh ginger, and I'd use warm distilled water. Um, and I drink quite a bit of that. And I was so, like, I thought I was dying this morning. Like, I thought that I was actually going to die. So I drank that and I was so nauseous. So I have the little boy and I have my kids and we're on the couch and I'm like, nobody moved the couch. Like, nobody touched me. It was almost like I was just like seasick. Like, I was hurt. Like, I was so nauseous. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Anyway, I was really, really nauseous. And so that was really hard. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was sitting there like, and I had to make my kids food. So I tried to like cheat today. So today I just gave them a bunch of raspberries and blueberries for breakfast, which is not normal. Normally they get like eggs and some steel cut oats and all this stuff. But I like couldn't see it. I couldn't be around it. So I gave them berries, but then they were still hungry. Go figure. And so I was like, fine, like, what can I do? And they really wanted, we do that like Ezekiel bread, and they wanted that with some peanut butter. And so I made that, and I have never wanted bread and peanut butter more in my entire life. Like, I'm smelling it. Hi. 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 What do you do? You want to sit here? There you go. Yeah, I've never wanted bread and peanut butter more in my entire life. So that was super, super duper difficult to deal with. But I did. And then they ate that, of course. And I don't realize like how much people talk about food. Like, my kids only talk about food, and it's infuriating because I'm like, I found myself snapping. I'm like, shut up. Like, you don't need to eat. You're not really hungry. You know, and like they are. So I feel bad. But anyway, so then they're hungry again. And I have in my refrigerator, I don't know how my husband missed this because he like cleaned out our whole fridge. But I have these like tortellini noodles that are filled with spinach and I think ricotta cheese. And they're so good, like unbelievably good. And I put this marinara on them that I get. It's amazing. It's like my favorite thing. And I was like, I found them, and I thought, oh my gosh, okay, I'll make this for the kids because it's super easy. And because my husband, we have chicken in there to like this grilled chicken to give him and stuff, but I didn't. I just feel like the more smells I get, the worse. Anyway, so I got out these noodles and I had to boil them, and they smelled heavenly. Like, it's my favorite food too, which was the stupidest idea. I should have done the chicken, but I was like, oh, good. And then I'll get them out of the fridge too, so I won't ever think about them, you know. And I still have one container, by the way, so it's not going to be good. Anyway, but the kids didn't even like them. So now in my kitchen right now is a big bowl of my favorite noodles that's driving me bonkers because I would destroy that bowl of noodles. I would eat it and I would be so full and so happy, and they're so warm and so perfect. Anyway, but I didn't. So go me. Instead, I had a red juice and a bunch of water. And I surprisingly, it was weird because I was nauseous. I did not want to drink it. And I'm kind of conflicted on whether I should like force myself to drink juice when I'm not craving it, or if I should just go off, listen to my body. So lately I've been kind of forcing it more to try to get 4 a day of something. And it's weird though, because today I forced it. I mean, I was nauseous. I was like, I'm going to go get sick after this red juice. You know, that was kind of my plan. But surprisingly, like right now at 1:17, when normally I'm crashing, I actually have way more energy. So it's weird because the morning I was awful. Like, I couldn't move, awful. And then now I'm kind of energized. So a total shift. I mean, I wish I had like all day energy like some people experience. Hey, hey, it's hard to get comfortable when you can't sit up yet, isn't it? How about that? Do you like that? Anyway, so that was that. And I had a bunch of water with it, and then I managed to get the dishes done, and we played outside for a long time. I mean, I sat there in the sun with the baby, but like my kids played, and I feel kind of bad because they're totally getting neglected by me as far as like being a fun mom. But I also know that this is really important. This isn't, you know, me checking my Facebook. This is like a juice fast, which is for their health and, you know, for them having a mom their whole life, hopefully. And the YouTube thing is really cool. And I actually have like no one's looking at this. It's more just like a private diary, but I love it because it's therapeutic. Like I was sitting here and I was like, I should go video diary because it's kind of motivating. And each time I upload it, I see that like I'm on day 3 or, I've moved on and I just remember like each little victory I've had. So I don't know. It's really, really helpful. And, what else? Oh, so I weighed myself and I started at 144.6 and now I weigh 140.8. So what is that? One moment. What did I say? I've said one, oops, minus 140.8. That's 3.8 pounds. And we're on day 3, so it hasn't even been a full 3 days, and I've lost 3.8 pounds. My question is, if anybody does ever come across my video, and I will Google these things in time, but I like I said, I am doing that Facebook fast too, so I haven't been on, like the only time I'm on my computer is when I'm doing these little videos. So I don't know, I can't really ask the people in my groups and stuff questions or anything, which is fine. But I would love to know, like, because my belly is where I store all my fat, like you can see from my first video. And I'm just hoping that I will actually lose that and not just like lose everywhere else. Because I don't really see a big difference in the way my stomach looks. But I don't know. Maybe that's, I mean, it's only day 3, so I'm not expecting to really notice. But I would just love someone to tell me like, yes, stick with this and you will have a new base to start with. Because that's all I really want out of this physically is just a flat, nothing there stomach so that when I start incorporating other foods, I can notice, like, okay, I need to taper off, or, oh, that causes me problems, It's just more motivating that way to start from there instead of, oh, let me lose this slowly by eating, I don't know. Yeah, buddy? He's here snuggling with me. I'm doing a video. Do you need anything? Because I got to finish my video. I'll get you one in just a minute, okay? No, I'll get you one in just a minute. Wait, one more minute and I'll get it, okay? No, not right now. No, not right now. Not right now. In just a minute. Where was I? Anyway, the 3.8 pounds is crazy. So 144.6 is the most I ever weighed except for being pregnant, but I usually go around like 139 and I'm 5'8", so that's really not heavy. It's just unhealthy is all. Like my actual body's unhealthy. So regardless of weight, I just know that I'm unhealthy. Guys, this is not a jungle gym. You don't climb around by the baby. You can stand right there. So can you. And I'll also, on this note right now, with 3 kids in my house, I have no sympathy for someone who does not have kids and thinks a juice cleanse is hard. If they're like at home. Like, I mean, going to work would be maybe challenging, but at least it's adults. I don't know. No, that would be challenging, okay? But all I'm saying is if you're a stay-at-home girlfriend like I used to be, or a stay-at-home wife with no kids, and you're doing this and you're complaining and you can nap whenever you want, don't write me about it. I'm just kidding. I would never really say that to my friend because I think everybody's got their battle and their journey and stuff. But I'll tell you what, if I could just sleep when I want to sleep and not cook food for everybody else in my life and hear them whine and cry all the time, then this would be a breeze. Hey, did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Anyway, so I think that's it. All right, well, I think it's a good time to go because I need to tend to this little guy. All right, so day 3, it's almost 1:30 and I'm still going strong.